We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Moss on the carry for Buffalo.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The 20, 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
They'll look to run with Moss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Moss again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He can run for it, and he will. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
2-yard line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Buffalo.
Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got a man, it's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson now to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
First and goal.
A big play here for the Bills. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
The ball carrier,
Zach Moss,
Buffalo.
touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Got Gordon open, completes it. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that'll set them back 5. the option, they'll hand it to Moss. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
43-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 14-14. McManus to kick off for Denver.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Tackle made at the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
9 yards. First down, Bills.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a run with Moss. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. Now, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
1st down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
No pain, no gain.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and run for this with Moss. Now Moss hit, and the football pops free. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Recovered by the offense.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, that was dangerous.
Incomplete.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw is Watson. To throw on third down. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 19. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try to run. Here's Moss. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. No hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Michael Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have broken the tie. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bills 21, Broncos 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On first down, Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
For Denver.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more.
There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Bass now to send it away. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Watson. This is the tight end Fant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Watson being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
Point conversion.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And this carries into the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive, it was so deflating for the defense. What's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run with Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Broncos have broken the tie. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Broncos 35, Bills 28.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
That's the end of the third quarter.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Watson steps away to his left. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. offense.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Watson now on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To the air yet again, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Watson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos push further out in front. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Broncos 42, Bills 28. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Watson off play action. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
16 yards.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Forced out to his left. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move, and
he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
52.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. Fielded in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
Draw play as Allen gives it to Moss. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.